Hey, I can't help the dogs done get the midget.
We're live. T's finishing up her Scooby snacks when she's getting up.
Y'all know I gotta eat while I smoke.
We're just thankful she shared it with us. Hey everybody, welcome to Smoking Barrel. We are excited to be here today. We got us a new face on the podcast today. Luther Ross, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get Busta another name.
Busta. I like that, man.
That's on your shirt.
That's on my shirt.
I know,
Yeah.
but like T Crocker here, ladies and gentlemen, is the cigar extraordinaire. I'm Brian Huff here at Smoking Barrel. Thanks for joining us today. We have an interesting matchup today. Interesting. We're going to see how this goes. So, Whiskey Tango Charlie couldn't be here today. Had a death in the family, so our thoughts and prayers are with Charles and his family. So we were smoking the CAO Bones for Charlie because that's his favorite cigar. One of his favorites.
One of the favorites.
One of his favorites. And he was so surprised because it's dark, but it's not too much for him, right? It's not too full-bodied for him. It's more of a medium plus maybe. So, how we doing? It's been real quiet at the airport this week, right?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do
not do that.
I think tomorrow there's going to be a
Don't do
whole
that.
troop of clowns coming through.
Don't do that.
Circus
Do
equipment.
not do that.
So July 4th week, for those of you that may be watching this later and don't know what day we recorded this, July 4th was the heaviest traveled day of this year at the airport. And it's actually, T gets really excited about these days, so she loves it when more people come through in the summertime wearing what they do. Right?
Wash your ass. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm literally just saying. You stink.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to change the subject from stinking to great. Double rye from Southern Star, Southern Distilling, Southern Star Double Rye. It's a 88%, 94%, sorry.
Poke a hole in the back because it's roll tight.
88%, I was right, is the proof on it. If you love rye with a little spice, you're going to love this. So, according to Southern Distilling, you're going to get a bouquet of fresh dill, coriander. If you know what coriander smells like, good on you. Green peppercorn and deep caramel. Full body with notes of cinnamon and orchard fruits. As you can see, honey gold is that color. Honey gold. But it is pretty amazing. The guys at Southern Distilling have done great. Ascot 2021 Platinum Award for this bourbon. So it is fantastic. So you guys come out and try this. Southern Distilling is in Mooresville. Mooresville, North Carolina. So local company, North Carolina brand. We love that. They got a brand new, we're going to call it covered area, but it's so big. You can't call it like a patio porch thing. It's a incredible facility for events and gatherings, and they have a beautiful distillery if you haven't been there. But we had the double shot there. We've had the high rye there, the Paragon. The Paragon won double gold in San Francisco just a couple weeks ago.
That double shot will get you pregnant.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, T, what can you tell us about the Bones?
You better get some. CA Bones. Medium plus. To some smokers, it's a full body. To Maduro smokers, it's a medium plus. It is a very good cigar. Besides that, let's see.
Now, here's why I like it. First, the wrapper.
So it's Connecticut broadleaf.
There you go. my new favorite wrapper.
Connecticut Shade. The binder is a Connecticut Shade. The filler itself is Honduran. No. Honduras, Estrenada, Nicaragua, Esteli, Dominican, Plato Cubano. So it's a whole lot going on in that filler. That's what makes it good.
Well, it's complex. It really is.
It's got a nice little sheen on the outside wrapper.
Yep.
So well constructed.
It's not as dark as the LFD, but it's close.
Very good.
I tell you what, the Bones and the MX2
Uh-huh.
is close to the same texture on the outside.
Okay.
Same wrapper almost. So if we look at the Bones and you look at the MX2, they look kind of the same.
All right.
That's my favorite cigar, the MX2.
But right off the start, it doesn't have a lot of pepper to it, which I like. The pairings, bourbon and coffee, is what they suggest, which I wholeheartedly agree. I think it'd be a little tough to start your day off with this, but to each his own. So I think it goes well with the little extra spice that we're getting out of this Southern double rye.
I certainly feel the spice in this.
But after your first, it really is it's buttery. Your first sip, it's buttery. What do you think, Luther?
Agreed. I like this. It's my first time experiencing this drink, but I like it.
So now you just got back from Key West?
Yes, I was in Key West celebrating our 8th year wedding anniversary and my wife's birthday. So, great planner I am, getting married the day after my wife's birthday.
Wow.
So, you can just imagine my trips to the malls and outlets and getting things in order. So yeah, that's my life forever.
So Key West is cool. It's a cool spot to be at, right?
Very beautiful, lovely people, more bars than you can shake a stick at. You can throw a rock and hit 10 bars in any direction.
Hottest place in the world. It's the humidity is 100% and there's no breeze,
Yeah,
right?
right. Some days no breeze, but a beautiful place to visit. I was able to go out and snorkel for the first time. Saw some beautiful fish I didn't even know existed. Got a chance to drink a lot of rum on that return trip on that little cruise. Yeah, a lot of bike riding, sightseeing, eating great food. So yeah, I will probably go again.
Did you ride down to the end where they've got the buoy and it says Cuba, like
90 miles.
90 miles? Yeah.
So that sounds like mile zero.
Yeah.
So yeah, the big buoy that's multicolored, but that's actually the most southern point in the continental United States. It's a beautiful place to visit.
It really is. Duval Street, I'm going to tell you, eyes wide open on Duval Street. The greatest, sexiest pair of legs I ever saw on Duval Street. We were walking, it's the absolute truth. We went to Blue Heaven and we ate at Blue Heaven. You know, they got the chickens running around.
Oh yeah, lots of chickens.
And they were beautiful.
Lots of chickens.
And I'm walking down the street and I look up and I tell my wife, wow, that is a really tall woman in that red dress and fishnet stockings. And man, what a beautiful legs.
Uh-huh.
And she looks at me and says, Brian, that's a man.
Ah!
Wow.
I told you. I told you.
So get ready for everything. All I saw was the backside. You know, I'm just saying, giving him the props. He's out working it, had his pumps on, went to Margaritaville, hoping I would see Jimmy Buffett.
Oh God.
You know, he goes in there, shuts it down. Whoever's in there, he'll play.
I thought you were going to say you want to see that guy with the nice legs again.
Oh no.
Okay. We're past that.
We're past it. We walked past where he was advertising. They have a show. It's whatever they call it, stag show or what do they call it? It's where the guys transvestite drag show. So they're advertising that. But you go past that and right almost across the street is Margaritaville, right? Mm-hmm. So that's where we were headed, walking up there. Yeah, loved it though.
Yeah, a lot of history there too. Ernest Hemingway Museum, I think, is down
His
there.
house is there. It's where he lived. Yeah.
Okay. I think Harry S. Truman spent time there. So yeah, great place to visit.
Yeah. Did you fly in?
Yes, we flew directly from Charlotte to Key West, and my hotel was really close to the airport, so very convenient.
Good.
Lots of transportation options, the golf carts, bicycles, mopeds, Uber, everything's there for you.
So we were riding on a moped. Now keep in mind, this was our 10th wedding anniversary.
Okay.
Jack had just been born, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months. Okay. So sometimes ladies get a little sensitive about how they look after they have a baby, right? Jack is no small man. Talon's not a small. You understand? Jack was 10 pounds 13 ounces when they pulled him out.
Really?
And they literally pulled him out.
Okay.
C-section. But
Okay.
so she's riding on the back of the moped, and we're at that where you were. Right, that big pylon that says, Cuba. And over to the left is either Shula's or another steakhouse, but they're doing these, they're taking pictures for the swimsuit issue of the Sports Illustrated or Playboy one. I don't know. But I looked over, and this girl didn't have many clothes on. And some should, some shouldn't.
Right.
She should have no clothes on.
Okay.
She was beautiful. And I said, wow, that young lady ought to be ashamed of herself. Smack! Right upside my head. I'm not supposed to be looking, I guess. I don't know. I'm not blind. But I'm just saying.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Too bad.
Learn to shut up.
Yes, just observe and keep moving.
Yeah. What do you think about? I have no comment. Did you see?
Nope. There you go. Now,
Is that how that work?
yes.
Oh, good enough.
Now we're married 32 years, and she says, hey, you see that woman over there? Yeah. Yeah, no. She goes, I thought you want to see her. We're at that part now. Takes 32 years to get there.
Ah,
Yeah.
not me.
I'm not oogles.
I look when I want to look. Say what I want to say.
We,
Hey, shorty, what your name is?
Oh,
That's me.
all right, so the cigar is great. Good smooth smoke. I don't know that a lot of people know about the bones unless we tell them. It is, we got the box up here because it's just, boom, black and white. It's got some smoke on it. It's not over the top. There's a lot of cigars that do a lot of graphics, looks generic almost, right? It kind of reminds me of the Oakland Raiders,
Well,
silver and black.
Las Vegas Raiders. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
well, the thing about it is, they named the cigar Bones because a lot of times in a lot of the lounges, that's what people play. They play Bones.
Oh, okay.
So that's where it comes from. CAO Bones. When we say Bones, we think of dominoes.
Right.
A lot of people think of Bones when they think of dice. Well, there's a set of dice that actually come in the box.
Ah, okay. So I see the little cradle right here. I guess this is where the dice were.
Yep.
Okay.
Where did the dice go?
I took them.
I knew the answer to that.
You heard it here, America.
I just wanted to see if she would tell everybody.
Just confess. Taking the bones.
So we got a big shipment in today. We got some Placencia and LFD in. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Are there any bulls in that box?
Oh, I don't know. All right, nope. I'm not allowed to open anything
All right.
when you get
So
here.
I'm gonna give y'all a disclaimer right now.
I don't think there's any bulls.
If there are Andalusian bulls in that box, I'm telling you right now, I'm not arguing with y'all asses over these damn bulls. Okay. like I said before,
She's like a box
you
of chocolates.
will have to buy. I said it, not Brian, me. You will have to buy 2 other LFD cigars in order to buy the bull. Period.
No bull.
I ain't playing. I ain't arguing about this shit. We done had to fight over this before. I ain't doing it again.
Apparently, she feels a little sensitive about this.
Oh, hell yes, I do.
So you can see why T has been named the humidor manager and not customer service manager.
And not human resource manager.
Right.
I don't do that at work. Why am I going to do it here? It's worse at the airport.
She's violent, America. She's
I'm not
about
violent.
the cigars.
I'm not violent. I'm not violent.
She's really not.
I'm really not.
She avoids conflict, doesn't like it.
Verbally violent.
She talks a good game, but deep down she's really nice.
Fighting over them damn bulls.
So I'm going to tell you, I don't think there's any bulls in there, so don't worry about it. I think that we got a couple new ones coming in that we ordered. We tried them with our rep. Eric Kramer came by. Hats off to Eric. So he came by and we smoked some with him, and he gave us a few new ones to try. Really liked them, so we're bringing them in. We're going to have them on the podcast soon. Once we open it up, make sure they made the trip, and we'll have them on here. Oh, so Ash and Barrel, Taylor Smoke, and Smoke and Barrel are going to have a monthly contest. We're going to have a monthly contest against each other. And the contest is a Big Ash contest.
The longest ass.
Big Ash, yeah. Longest ash.
Fat ass.
Fat ash. So Preston reached out to me. He said, hey, I got an idea. He was like me yesterday, didn't have anything to do. So he sent that to me and the guy at Ash and Barrel. So we're going to do that. I don't know the details yet, but we just came up with it. I said, hey, sounds good. He said, how about your regulars against my regulars against their regulars, and we'll all do it. I go, okay, so we'll figure it out. Maybe we're going to FaceTime. I don't know. That'll be fun.
I think we need a third party judge on these.
Carol Lee.
Carol Lee, perfect.
Saw her yesterday.
Oh, how's she doing?
She's good.
She coming for our 3rd anniversary?
Didn't get to talk to her about that, but I'll get her.
3rd anniversary. Tell us about that.
So our 3rd anniversary is coming up. Been in business 3 years. Officially August the 1st, but we're celebrating it July 27th through July 30th. And we're going to have bands, vendors, you name it. We're going to have them here. We're going to have Sheila B. will be DJing from 4 to 8 on that Sunday. We're going to have get T to get our, what's the leather guy?
Michael Leatherworks. Michael Leatherworks.
Michael Leatherworks will be here, hopefully. We're going to invite him. We'll have Tanya here. Hopefully we're going to have Carol Lee to be here. So yeah, we got a lot of good things coming up. Buff Diller will be playing on the 29th.
That's Saturday, right?
That's Saturday. The Sunday is the 30th when we need Carol Lee. I changed that.
I don't like when I can't see the driver.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you.
What's up, big bro?
So no, great things. Can't believe we've been open 3 years. Does it feel like 3 years?
No, it does not feel like 3 years.
It really doesn't.
It does
I mean,
not.
sometimes it feels like 3 years, but most of the time it's just like it's past. What do you think, Sierra?
3 years, for sure.
Like, definitely been 3 years.
Come August, yeah.
Yeah.
But I get that question all the
But
time. How
I've been
long-
here since the day we opened it, too.
What's that?
I've been here since the day we opened.
That's why I was asking you. Sierra has been here since the day we opened.
I get that question all the time. How long you been here? How long you been in business? And when I say we're celebrating the 3rd year in August, really? I had no idea you guys have been here that long.
You know, it's interesting how people, still there to this day, people have not heard of the Smoke and Barrel.
Pulled out his gun.
A lot of folks say, hey, I want to come, but hadn't got over there yet, want to see your spot. You know. But the great thing is, man, with the room we have in the summertime, everybody gets a seat for the most part. It's pretty busy, but, you know, we love to have everybody here. We welcome everybody. Please come. So,
And because of the wisdom of the owner, Mr. Brian Huffman, if you come on a Saturday and we're filled up with seats, bring your lawn chair. Or put it out in the courtyard. You still hear the music. You're still going to be served by our fine wait staff. You're going to love it.
you're going to love it. Hey, I don't know about wisdom, but I got tired of standing, so I started bringing my lawn chair. And then that kind of caught on. So we just encourage people to bring their chairs. If we run out of chairs, we ain't going to run out of room. So this past week, this past Thursday, if you missed it, it's your fault. The fireworks at Mount Holly were amazing. Amazing. We had a tremendous crowd here. What? Did you see them?
Hell no, I was asleep.
At 9 o'clock. Old.
You're just a picture of positivity.
After the third boom, I ain't know nothing else. I was asleep. I got to be at work at 3:15 in the morning.
I don't blame you.
I was
don't
out.
blame you. Anyways, other than T, there's Lowe. If you haven't been here for the fireworks, that's your fault. You missed a great time. We had a great crowd here. I don't know how many people. It was incredible. We stopped counting. I'm not saying that.
No. We were right there under the fire marshal lamp. We were good on that. But yeah, we had a lot of great people here that night.
A lot of fun. Rocky Powell was playing. How'd he do? How'd Rocky?
Rocky's great. Rocky does a great job.
Got a saxophone going.
Yep. He's mobile. Saxophone is a mobile instrument, so he's walking around playing and getting the crowd involved. So it's a good look for him.
He hadn't been here long from California. He moved here looking to get a start. Buff Dillard introduced us. If Buff says they're good, I'm good. I'm good with it. Buff is great. You know, and Buff is a great businessman. You know, I can go to Buff anytime, say, hey, Buff, what do you think? He'll give me an honest answer. That's what you're looking for. You don't want a yes man, right? You want an honest answer. So he's a great guy. So we've enjoyed our relationship. Buff is here quite often. And frankly, the reason is Buff sends me his schedule in November and we schedule out the whole year. Right? Scheduling is tough. But we're trying to get more variety. I say two things at once, and we're trying to get more variety as well. So we're getting some new faces in. Luther's referred a few. We have one here for Queen City Cigar Fest. Got him coming up, but the problem when they're really good is they're already scheduled out. So it'll be maybe December or next year before we're able to get some of these new folks in here. But good. No, it's been great. We've had a great time. Lo, what's up? What's up, man? It's good to see you.
I like the setup.
Thank you. Yeah, we're just doing our little podcast here.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah. Yeah, you're part of it.
Big Low.
He's got his Highway to Hell AC/DC shirt on.
See y'all, man.
I like it.
There.
So if you're not busy on Friday nights, I want you to come and check out our acoustic night
See if it's still
here
live.
at Smoking Barrel. Music will start at 8 p.m. and they play all the way until 11, but we have some great artists that come through. And you're talking about a very chill environment. This is where you need to be on Friday night.
And the great thing is, about it is, as Luther was saying, it's so laid back and everybody enjoys the music. I mean, it's just something for everybody. There'll be some country, there'll be some, classic rock, there'll be, just laid back acoustic atmosphere. So Friday nights are a great time to be at the Barrel. Of course, jazz on Thursdays and Saturdays, but it's sandwiched in between. On Fridays, we try to have something that appeals to everybody, just like jazz appeals. So we try to get everybody included. How are we liking the double rock?
I I'm enjoying the double ride. I'm enjoying this.
It's so smooth. That's why I like ryes. You know, it's so smooth. People talk about the spice of a rye. You know, I don't know. I think it's. I don't see a lot of spice.
But it offsets the cigar perfectly. Because the cigar is not giving me any spice. It's not giving me pepper. This is the pepper. So the drink has all of that, but I got some smoke here and it's feeling good.
It's actually a good compliment. We weren't sure.
Yes.
When we picked this out, it wasn't very scientific. So I was trying to think of something we hadn't had or we haven't had in a while. I wanted to do Paragon, but I wasn't sure if we had enough because it's not always in. So I picked a double rye, not knowing how to go with the bones. So it's our first. I'm glad we did though. Did well. Want to tell you about our new golf shirts, Smoke and Barrel golf shirts. Please come get one.
Look good. Look
Thank
good
you.
on
Thank you. It's slimming, yeah, it's black.
Yeah. And it's professional looking too.
I like it. It's a good material. It's a wicking material, so it's not going to be one of those hot. It's going to be a nice light shirt.
Yeah, a little sharp.
Thank you, sir. So T, we got any TSA Chronicles?
Chronicles of TSA.
Wash your ass.
Some of that going on.
You heard it first here, America.
No, there's been a lot of delayed flights, diverted flights. I get it.
Is it weather driven or is it just the
Have y'all had any 5G issues that you know about?
I don't know what they do.
So 5G, y'all know what the problem
Yep.
is, right? The only ones that said they might still have a problem was, I think, United. So, I don't know. I'm taking American Airlines tomorrow. Headed out to Denver.
Here's the thing, and I want to make this plain, okay? So your flight get diverted. You trying to get somewhere? You've been in the airport day,
You feel get some about
couple
right there.
days. So when you wake up and get up off the airport floor, stop by the bathroom. If you can afford a $600 plane ticket, you can afford a $5 pack of Dude wipes, baby wipes, something wipe. You need to have that in your carry-on bag,
Well, think about this.
and at least brush your teeth.
What if
Like,
you only encounter that person or persons a minute, couple minutes? What if you're sitting beside that person on the plane?
that's my point.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope they're not. Hey, it's just me and Gina sitting together tomorrow, so I ain't worried about it. She always smells
well,
good.
Gina smells nice.
Gina always smells nice.
Yeah, Gina smells nice.
But I'm saying
I smell pretty good today.
for the other,
I took my weekly
And I
bath.
didn't sniff you, but I'm assuming that you smell
you
good.
know,
Gina said I did.
for the other 1,500 people on the plane, y'all need to wipe before y'all come through the checkpoint.
We got it. We got it.
Okay,
We got it.
I mean, put on. And if you ain't gonna wear no socks, please put some foot powder in your shoes. Because the checkpoint smell like ass and feet.
So this is no longer cigar 101, but hygiene 101. And I want you to write
I'm
this.
just saying,
So what
it's
you're saying
summertime.
is,
It's hot outside. I get that people sweat, but come on now. Some of y'all need to, COVID's still real. Some of y'all need to wash before you come through there.
so we.
And if you don't, you gonna get that sound that you don't like to hear. Cause we're gonna spray you with Lysol. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying now. My leadership probably don't like what I say, but they'll be alright. They only deal with me 8 hours out of the day.
They don't ever ask you to work overtime?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I do? Cause Uncle Sam like me too much. That's the problem. Uncle Sam like me too much. So no, I ain't doing all that overtime. That was too much. That was too much.
Too much taxes?
Too much. Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Sam bit me in the ass. Doing all that now. Trying to get ahead, and then Uncle Sam talking about, oh, you owe me money. No. Y'all can have that.
All right, so what are you doing in Colorado this week?
Thank you, Luther.
He going to get a tomahawk steak. That's all he do when he go out there. Go to the brewery, go to the distillery, go get a steak. That's what
Okay,
Frank
so
do.
this time, yes, Thursday night we're going to Gaetano's, the greatest Italian, home family Italian restaurant.
Okay,
Voted number one in Denver.
okay.
It's the number one in my heart. I love it. But then we're going to see the Avett Brothers at Red Rocks.
The big
Outdoor, yes. So right now there's a 35% chance of showers. That could be a problem. I hope it goes away.
Hell in Denver, that's snow.
Well, this time of year is hot. Okay, now hot is
Rocky, it ain't
relative.
hot up there.
Hot is relative.
Okay.
The other day it hit 85 degrees with 10% humidity, and my daughter was hot. I said, honey, I just cut the grass. It was 94 degrees. It felt like 105, and it was 90% humidity. That's hot.
That's hot.
Now in Denver, here's the deal in Denver. The sun is hot, and you're a lot closer to it than you are here.
Right.
But when you get under the shade, completely cool, because there's no humidity.
Right.
And you get in the shade, you're cooled off. So, it's relative, and I know it's what you get accustomed to. She grew up here, so I get that. I understand. So, anyways, going to Red Rocks for the concert, and then Sunday night, we are going to Garden Grace. So I will be hitting up either the Tomahawk or the Cowboy and Ribeye.
Okay. Now,
The only problem is I can't eat as much as I normally eat, so I might get something smaller.
now, when you travel somewhere like visit family in Colorado, do you take cigars with you?
Normally, yes. I'll take a few, but I got a couple places down there that I like to go.
Okay.
So they got a place, I'm trying to remember if it's Cigar World or Cigar Inn. It's a house that was owned by a father who gave it to his son who runs it now. And I always try to give the business that I can out there. There's a cigar lounge at the Brownstone Hotel in downtown Denver. Because it's Sunday night, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get in. Last couple times I haven't been able to get in. If you don't have a reservation, you don't get in. So I'm going to try to make a reservation and go in there.
Okay.
But I want to go see what their experience is like. I want to give people business, while I'm in town.
Sure. Okay. So, is there a boutique cigar out there that you don't have access to here that you like?
There are a few that are unique to that area. I can't think of their names right now. We used to go to a cigar place and I want to say it was Louisville, Colorado, right outside of Denver, between Denver and Boulder. Okay, and the guy that I went with, Derek Wade, he just moved back. D. Weber, that's it. He just moved back and lives in Fort Mill now. But he lived in Louisville, Colorado, and unfortunately they had a big fire out there and it burned down the cigar place that we were going to. So we would meet up there, Havana, something, really nice place. But they don't have, they have brown bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you bring your own liquor in. They don't charge you. They just sell cigars, which I'm trying to figure out how they make it.
What you mean?
You can't just sell cigars. You gotta have low overhead to just sell cigars and make a living.
No, I know another place here that does that same thing.
I'm just telling you. Anyways,
Got a nice selection.
yeah, I'll let y'all open that business and see how it goes. It's tough.
He been in business for a while.
All right. The question for you: professional cigar entrepreneurs, what is your preference? Do you like lighting cigars with butane lighter or match? And if whichever one you choose, why?
Okay, I've always used a butane lighter. I would say this. I think that for me, it's more consistent. I know what I'm going to get. I've done a match, and I think the match is more classy.
Right.
I think the softer flame is better for you.
Okay.
Better for the cigar light up, better for the experience. There's no real rhyme or reason why I don't use matches. I just think that, at the end of the day, I like it to get lit. I like to start smoking my cigar. I know T does both.
And I've seen tea light with the cedar. So you'll take a soft match, light the cedar, and then light your cigar. Is that what you prefer?
Sometimes it just depends on where I'm at.
Right.
So
Why do you like why would you like a match over a butane?
Butane, you don't get that butane taste in your mouth. When you initially try to light your cigar, you get a lot of that butane taste. A match to me is it's more classy. It lets people know that, hey, you know what you're doing. You've been in this game for a little while.
You have been smoking for a little while.
Yeah. So and it's I still get an even burn with a match.
So what you just said is you feel that, you taste that in your mouth.
In some cigars, you will.
Some cigars. So you have an experienced palate though.
Right.
You know the difference between the two. How did you develop your palate to that level?
I love the red wine.
It just come with smoking. I mean, of course, I started like most people do with the flavored stuff, and eventually, when your palate change, you'll know when your palate changes because you no longer want that. You move to the mild, the unflavored mild cigars, and when you go back to try to smoke something flavored, it just doesn't taste right.
Okay.
It's like, no, this is too sweet for me, this, that, and the third. And then eventually you move on to the Habanos. Like, I went through all the stages. So I moved on to the Habano. I smoked that for a little while, probably a year, maybe two. And I still like a good Habano. And the thing about it now, I smoke mainly Maduro, but every once in a while, say early in the day, first cigar, I want it to be a nice Habano. In the afternoon, say we here on a Saturday night, I might start out with a Habano. The later it gets, I want a Maduro. Because that Maduro, a good Maduro and a good whiskey or a good bourbon, or it puts you where you want to be.
So I see the head nod over here with Ryan, so he's agreeing.
I agree totally.
So, but that doesn't close the door on sweet cigars or flavored cigars ever in your life. There are times that you will enjoy a sweeter cigar.
There's a and we had them in the survival kits for Queen City Cigar Fest.
Okay.
It's Dumbarton and something. It has a sweet tip on it,
Okay.
but it's a really nice cigar.
Okay.
It's not a fat bottom Betty. It's not a leather rose. It's just a nice cigar with a sweeter tip. That's all. You will get that taste in some matcha wrappers. You get that sweet taste in your mouth, but it won't be an infused cigar.
Okay. Well, we got it all for you here at Smoking Barrel. We've got a room full of traditional cigars, and we also have plenty of sweet and flavor cigars, readily available for your smoking choices.
That couldn't be a better commercial if I asked for it.
Whoop, whoop,
So
whoop.
there it goes. It's getting ready.
Yeah.
So what I'm looking up is I'm trying to find out the cigar that Gene Hackman smoked in Crimson Tide.
Ah, okay. And he
And-
shared one with Denzel Washington before they went under.
And it was rated the best farewell to cigars. Gene Hackman, as the captain, stands atop a nuclear submarine about to submerge, hands a cigar to Denzel Washington, playing his executive officer, calling part of his qualification for command. Hackman laments, "My last breath of polluted air for the next 65 days. I'm going to miss it. I don't trust air I can't see."
Amen.
The other thing he said, what else did he say to Denzel while he was out there?
He said, "What do you think of that cigar?" He asked what he thought of it. But Denzel knew not to waste that experience on a lot of words.
That's the key. So they're watching the sunrise. So at 6 a.m. they're setting out in the submarine, right? And they're just looking at the sunrise. And Gene Hackman says, "You know what? This is my favorite part."
Denzel never said a word.
Never said a word. And he looked at him and he says, "Thank you.
Bravo.
Bravo.
He said, bravo.
Bravo." For what, sir? For not speaking. Most people can't help themselves but to say something. You enjoyed the moment. That's what's all. I cannot find the cigar. If somebody can find the cigar, please message us so we know. But I can't while we're sitting there find it. But I was interested. I should have looked it up. Yesterday was a full day of Tom Clancy movies.
Okay.
Patriot Games, Crimson Tide, and Some of All Fears.
Crimson Tide. My favorite out of those.
Very good. And Gina's favorite.
Yeah.
Gina's
Yeah, okay.
favorite of those. The interesting part is that Jack Ryan, or John Ryan, but they call him Jack, ends up being president, right? But he's played by 3 different people. Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford,
Yep.
and who was the guy that played him in Some of All Fears?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Thank you. So, there you go. And Gina had a hard time keeping up because it was a different actor playing him.
Well, now those are the movies. But you also have John Krasinski, who plays him
And Jack Ryan,
in Jack Ryan,
those miniseries.
right? And then there was another movie called, crap, it just jumped out of my brain. The guy from Star Trek, young guy, blah, blah, blah.
I see him.
See him?
I see him. I'll get it in a
He
minute.
has a famous father who acted,
Yes.
but I think he played Jack Ryan also.
It'd be nice if they could do like the Indiana Jones series where Harrison Ford's playing all of them. Do you know how old Harrison Ford is?
70s?
81.
80s?
He was born in 1943. He has a new Indiana Jones movie. He has Shrinking. He has 1923, and I'm sure more that he's been acting in. It's crazy.
And that's just.
But all cigar smokers, you know. That's what I'm saying.
That's just in front of the camera. What's he doing?
And he
behind
get
the
ready to
scenes?
come out with a new one.
A new movie or a new miniseries?
The Indiana Jones movie coming
Yeah,
out.
that's what I said. Yeah, he's got a new Indiana Jones. Somebody went to see it the other day. I don't know how good it was. I don't know, but I always like Indiana Jones. So, what is another movie with cigar smokers in it?
I knew you were gonna
James
ask.
Bond.
James Bond. Okay. All right, so I've got a list here. So my favorite out of these are Scarface, Al Pacino,
Face, yeah.
A Fistful of Dollars, and Clint Eastwood. It's not the only time he smoked cigars, though. And Cape Fear with Robert De Niro at the movie theater.
I saw that at the movies. Ah, okay.
You talk about a weird movie. Cape Fear. That was a weird movie.
Cape Fear was good though.
It was good. It was just really weird. Now, the other part that when you watch these movies from the 70s and 80s is they what? They all smoke. The A-Team, yeah, Tony. That that's Boogie. Thank you, Boogie. Hey, Boogie, I heard you were jamming the other night. We even had rain, and your food was the best yet. That's what I heard, right, Luther?
Boogie brought the pain Saturday night. Boogie walked around. Boogie cut up some little pieces of brisket, walked in the bar, and offered it to people. That food was excellent.
Boogie is one of my favorite people. One of my favorite people.
It's my family.
Is your family?
GTG.
Oh, he's GTG?
It's your family.
Oh, we are family. I didn't know that. Way before GTG, I met Boogie. And the first time I met Boogie, I really didn't know what to think.
Boogie, he one of a kind.
He kind of, he is, but he's got a heart this big and a brain bigger than that. Like, the dude knows what he's doing all the time, and he is busy all the time.
Absolutely.
Man, he'll outwork anybody.
And
Just
we're
solid.
blessed to have him
Oh, you
3
kidding?
times
In July. Yeah.
You missed the first time. You missed the first one.
I won't miss the
Back
other
again
two either.
Next Saturday,
And then the
the
29th.
On the 29th.
And Boogie, you're here on our 3rd anniversary. The 20. That was not by accident.
Bring the pain, baby. Bring the pain.
You are in for a treat.
Bring the pain, baby.
Come for a good drink, stay for a good cigar, eat you some good food from Boogie.
And Boogie is how we found Jazzy Wings.
Yep.
Stevie. Stevie's been incredible. Stevie is like solid, nice guy. Makes the best wings. Hot and this chili. Like the chili goes on his hot dogs and his hamburgers.
Oh, yeah.
It's a turkey chili.
You never
Wow.
should have told me that.
So good. So good.
So yeah, I mean, we try to make the experience local talent, local vendors, everything local, because we got so much. Thank you. We got so much talent and gifted people here. But if you haven't met Boogie, then shame on you.
So much talent. And you know what? All these relationships came from the smoke. We appreciate the smoke of the cigar.
That's it.
It's all about the leaf.
All about the leaf. All about that leaf. So, how long you been smoking cigars, bro?
4 years.
4 years.
I'm in about 8.
8. So I've been smoking for about 7 or 8 years. How long you been smoking? About 8 years. So let's just call it 30 years worth of, just in us 4, one you can't see, of cigar experience. We invite you to come add to our experience.
Absolutely. Every day. Every day.
So I'm at work a couple weeks ago. This young lady walks up to me. She says, "Hey, I heard you smoke cigars." Yeah. I heard you work at a cigar bar. Yeah. We coming. I said, okay,
Great.
where is it? I need to know the name. Where is it? I'm like, okay, I'll tell you where it's at. It's funny because Queen City Cigar Fest, our blues event here,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
one of our managers walked up and she saw me.
Manager at the TSA?
Yeah,
Oh.
she saw me. I looked at her, I said, "You in my house now." And she said, "Okay, what that means?" I said, "Don't shit matter. You in my house now."
That's funny.
She was like, okay.
Luther, you've been a tremendous asset on this podcast today.
Well, man, I'm enjoying myself.
Well, I hope you'll join us regularly.
I hope I get asked again, man.
You are asked. You open invitation.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Open invitation.
I'll dress nicer next time.
So let me tell you a little bit about meeting Luther. So Luther would come into the bar and smoke his pipe and work, right? You'd bring your laptop.
Yes.
I
Yes.
assumed you were working.
Yes.
And we had never really met because Luther was really quiet. Kept himself. If you speak to Luther, he'd speak, you know. But, you know, kept it, drank orange juice. And we were looking to bring somebody on part-time. And so my wife and I met with Luther, and we sit down and find out we watch all the same programs, all the same movies, have so much in common. It was amazing. It was incredible, right? And we had never spoken like more than,
Hello.
hey, how's it going, Luther? Good to see you, and that was it.
Yep. But this place feels like home. It's always welcoming to everybody. But the way that you make me feel, and my wife, who was also new to cigars, but coming in here and smoking, and she'd have a drink or two, and it's just, this is a home environment. And it's not hard to do that when it's from the heart. So you're invited to come join us each and every day. If we're open, you're invited.
So, Luther, I got a question for you.
Okay?
What's the best cigar you're smoking right now?
The one I got in my hand right here.
And you're smoking with your friends. That's it. The best cigar you're going to smoke today is the one you smoke with friends. We appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you being here. T, what you got?
All right. So I've been trying to be cordial about this, and we all here every week, every other week, whatever, and we really don't talk about politics. I've been trying to hold this.
Are we making an exception today?
Yeah, we're making this exception.
Okay. I better have a drink.
Yeah, y'all both better have a drink. So I got this to say about this whole affirmative action can discriminate against the LGBTQ community. I don't like it. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, because I got to get this off my chest. It feels like the longer I'm in this country, in which the United States, I love it. I love my people. You know, we got freedoms that other countries don't have. But the fact that Senate, Congress, Supreme Court can sit and tell people that they can discriminate against me now. How? Granted, I'm 50 years old. Okay, proud. The things that's going on, we've been experiencing since my whole life. To me, Senate and Congress, they up there, this country will never move forward. It will never move forward. Simply because we got people up here in DC make decisions that their great-grandfathers made years ago. You're supposed to move the country forward. Y'all ass is going back. What you up there for? That's why I say you need term limits. If you've been there longer than 6 years, and the state that you represent has the highest unemployment rate, and you the lowest on the poll for education, take your ass home. Because you ain't doing nothing. Why in the hell are we still talking about voting for Wayne? It's all that shit 30 years ago. Do something else. I heard over 388 accidents. Two ways to get rich. Two ways to get rich. You win the lotto, or you get elected to Senate and Congress. Because they go in there broke and they come out millionaires. That's bullshit. Do something or take your ass home.
You heard it plain from T's mouth. So thank you for joining us. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. This is the only time we talk politics. We will not be talking about it again. So thank you for being here, and we appreciate you every day, and we want everybody to come join us. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.